Welcome students. Today we will see Ascaris lumbricoids. Here first we will see the external characters of these Ascaris lumbricoids. Here the Ascaris is included in the phylum Platyhelminthes. Generally we call it as helminthus. Okay, and this Ascaris lumbricoids, it is the common intestinal roundworm of man. It is found in the intestine of man, especially of children all over the world. In children's intestine, it is specially found all over the world. It has a long thread like unsegmented cylindrical body with pointed ends. Okay, as we see in the image of these Ascaris lumbricoids, it is a long thread like structure. It has unsegmented cylindrical body and it has pointed ends. The body is usually yellowish brown in color. Okay, its color is yellowish brown, and the posterior end differs in both the male and female Ascaris. Then here the sexes, that is male and female, they are separate with distinct sexual dimorphism. Means simply by the observation we can determine whether Ascaris is male or female. Okay, the female Ascaris is longer with a straight posterior end, and that female Ascaris, it measures length of about 8 to 16 inch, while the male roundworm or Ascaris is shorter in length or size and reach or its length is up to 6 to 8 inch, and it has a greatly curved posterior end. Its posterior end is greatly curved. Okay, the body is covered with smooth and tough cuticle which is resistant to digestive juice of the host. Therefore it remain live in the intestine of man or particularly children's. Okay, the on the body of surface there are 4 whitish longitudinal lines running from end to end of the body. One dorsal, one ventral, and another 2 lateral in position. These are the lines or longitudinal lines present on its body. In both the male and female Ascaris, the anterior end has mouth at the tip, and it has a single excretory pore on the ventral side. Mouth is provided with the 3 toothed lips known as oral papillae, of which one is dorsal and the other 2 are ventrolateral in position. Okay, the oral papillae, their number is 3. One is present to the dorsal side and remaining 2 are ventrolateral in the position. Okay. Now in the female roundworm, the genital aperture, it is distinct from the anus. Anus lies at the straight hind end ventrally, while the female genital aperture, that is gonopore, it lies on the ventral side at the anterior end about 1/3 of the body length. Okay, gonophore and anus, they are separate openings in the female. Then on the other hand, in the male roundworm, there is a cloaca at the hind end. and it serves for both anal opening as well as reproductive purpose. Here, a pair of curved copulatory spicula it project from cloaca in the males. Then we'll see the male reproductive system in the Ascaris. Here, the male Ascaris it is shorter in size and it has a curve at the posterior end, and that has a cloaca with a pair of copulatory spicules. There is a single coil tube which is gradually widened and differentiated into the testes. Vas difference, seminal vesicles, and ejaculatory duct. The first part of this tube is the testes that produces sperms. The sperms they are sluggish and round cells that are capable of exhibiting amoeboid movements only in the female reproductive system after the copulation. Here the vas difference is serves for the passage of sperms into a slightly enlarged seminal vesicle in which sperms are stored temporarily and sent out through an ejaculatory duct which is connected to the cloaca. And there are two muscular penile sacs containing a pair of copulatory spicules. Then moving towards the female reproductive system, the female roundworm is longer in size with a straight posterior end and with separate anal and reproductive apertures. The female reproductive system is inverted Y, capital Y shaped, being made up of single vagina into which the two female ducts leads. Each female duct is differentiated into ovary, oviduct, seminal receptacle, and uterus. The two uteri they are joined anteriorly to form a single vagina which opens to the exterior by the vulva. And here the ova formed in the ovaries they are passed into the seminal receptacles where they are fertilized by the sperms received during the copulation. In this way we had completed the male reproductive system as well as female reproductive system. We'll stop here. Thank you.